Swiss neutrality was a hallmark of its foreign policy during the Second World War. But this position did not mean passivity, quite the opposite. The country took active and decisive steps to ensure its defense and sovereignty. While diplomatic relations provided Switzerland with a secure position against German expansion, an invasion threat did exist, embodied in the German plan known as Operation Fir Tree, or Operation Tannenbaum. Switzerland, aware of this, took steps to carefully prepare itself for any possible aggression. Conscious of its fragile position in the heart of Europe and encircled by Axis-controlled countries, Switzerland was not happy to rely solely on its neutral policy and diplomatic accords. Switzerland may elect a person to serve as a general in times of war or national emergency. This was the case in 1939 when the Swiss Federal Assembly nominated Henri Guisan to the post. He emerged as a vital force in fortifying Switzerland's defenses and in motivating the people to rise and defend their country. His role was to maintain Swiss independence and protect all its territory. Under his leadership, the Alpine nation implemented a series of vigorous defense measures. Its army, running under a militia structure, was mobilized and prepared to respond quickly if threatened. Understanding the strategic importance of Switzerland's mountainous landscape, Guisan focused on modernizing the armed forces and developing defensive tactics tailored to the setting. One key element of Swiss readiness was the execution of the Redoubt national strategy. Developed by Guisan, this approach entailed the Swiss armed forces strategically withdrawing to a fortified Alpine region in the event of an invasion. The goal was to establish a natural fortress that would make it extremely difficult for any invader to occupy the country. Switzerland also built extensive fortifications along its borders, including bunkers, anti-tank barriers, and mines, laying the groundwork for protracted defense. Guisan was not only a military tactician, he was also a unifier. His inspirational leadership bolstered the Swiss people's resolve to maintain their independence. He stressed the importance of national unity and resistance, transforming Switzerland's neutrality from a passive policy into an active self-defense attitude. In 1940, General Guisan made a speech that would become famous throughout history as a landmark of independence and determination. He encouraged his fellow Swiss to fight and resist any German invasion, saying that they would fight until they ran out of bullets, at which point they would resort to bayonets, as Switzerland would defend itself against any invader and its people would never capitulate. His inspirational address and leadership were crucial to preserving national unity. Guisan also kept up communication lines with the Axis nations' military leaders, a diplomatic move that asserted Swiss neutrality while serving as a deterrent to invasion threats. These defense measures, together with Swiss challenging terrain and the resolve of its people, played a pivotal role in keeping the country free from occupation during the war. While other factors also had an impact on Germany's reluctance to proceed with Operation Fir Tree, one cannot say conclusively what led Hitler to shelve his plans to invade Switzerland. However, we can safely assert that Swiss neutrality in the Second World War is a chronicle of active readiness and resolute resistance, with General Henri Guisan performing a vital role in securing the nation as a stronghold of sovereignty in a tumultuous Europe.